Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Rise of the Tomb Raider, also known as Tomb Raider 2. I noticed in the last video it was missing actually a pretty good chunk. It was pretty much the first portion of entering the cave. There was actually this really nifty tomb full of skulls piled on top of each other, and I was kind of a jerk and stepping all over them, seeing if they would break, which they didn't, but, you know, that's besides the point. Here we are as little miniature Baba Yaga, freezing near the campfire. Now, in
So
the
much
last...
violence and death.
Oop, here we go.
Jacob's people have been through so much, yet they continue to fight. They are bound by an oath taken by their ancestors, a duty handed down from the past. But I see a people who simply want to live in peace. I believe it's time for them to let go of the past. If I can find the Atlas, it might lead to the divine source. I could take it away from here. They wouldn't have to suffer anymore. They could share the burden of the truth with the world. But if all this leads to nothing, I don't know what I'll do.
Now, in the last episode, I know I was a little iffy on whether or not if Laura should actually be doing that. And that's only because in a modern sense of when this game came out with the way the world was, I don't know if the world would be ready for that. Which, I mean, with something as powerful as that, there would have to be some kind of take back. Because it's usually a form of equivalent exchange. Now, if I remember correctly, no. Yeah, I'm trying to make my way back this way because I was just over in this part of the land. This is a fun little area to explore. I probably still got more, but I might come back to that in another video. For now, making our way back. Oh, that is so awesome! Oh. And please forgive me for being a little quiet. I have some pretty sleepy neighbors with me today.
Here is your lesson for today.
It is a little...
Bring me any creature with feathers. The birds in our valley fly mostly by day, nesting away at dark. You've seen gulls and other kinds farther afield. Those common birds would count for today's lesson, but it would lack ambition. You clever students who wish to impress me would do well to head to the high elevations between dawn and dusk. I would find Buzzard most impressive. And before you ask, the chickens around our village came here with our ancestors. Bringing me a tame bird from your mother's yard will not fulfill the assignment.
Huh. Well, that's interesting to know. But yeah, as I was saying, I have some sleepy neighbors, and it is a little late when I'm recording, but I'm also doing this because it's about 2 o'clock in the morning where I'm at, and it is technically my birthday today. So there is that. Definitely wanted to celebrate it by doing this for you guys, and oh god, come on, what am I doing? There we go. Celebrate it with you guys and totally make sure I did this for you guys. Okay, here we go. Ah, yes, I am a little out of wood. Can destroy. Yeah, that's right, I got grenade arrows.
I can no longer deny the pull that Alia has on me. She came to me, alone, as I walked the passes high above the valley. I know now that the draw was mutual. I explained to her why I could not, should not. Why my position amongst our people should preclude such folly. Why I could never make her happy. But it didn't matter what I said. As my mouth spoke, my arms reached out to enfold her, and we embraced. It has been so long, and I am still human.
Pretty interesting. Ooh. Don't know if I can actually climb down that, so... Oh yeah. What's this over here? Wow. Oh god, nope, nope, nope. That'd be bad. There you go, come on, Lara. There you go. I actually thought that would do something. Okay. How would I normally do it? Hold on. Maybe I gotta break it from this side. How would I break that to get over to there then? Huh. Probably trick then. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. There we go. Alright. Full vaccine rifle complete. Nice. Still want to know how I'm supposed to get over to that other crate though. There's one right there. Fire doesn't burn it, explosives won't blow it up. I doubt poison's gonna do anything to it. Huh. No, it's not saying there's a box right there, which is interesting. Because there totally is, right there. Unless, Maybe there's a way to see it from back here. Maybe not. Ooh. Alright, welcome back to Resistance Camp.
I don't think we'll see much resistance from the natives. Not after this.
That was not my intent. Oh god.
Advancing to cover!
I totally goofed. I thought it was safe because it's so close to the resistance camp, but I was wrong.
Yeah. Good done. You take any alive? I probably could have delivered. Bonus wasn't worth it.
Yeah. One of them surrendered and the company men were watching. Had to turn him over.
They're taking him back to the old prison.
Just the ones they think might know something about the Atlas. Constantine's gonna ask them a few questions. They've got the rest back up near the cathedral.
Someone's gonna have some fun.
That must be them. I was hoping they'd go as far as for that job. Oh well. How long you been on the payroll?
A few months. This is my first wet work assignment. It's been too long since I was in the field. I got rusty. You?
Been with Constantine for just about a year now. Never know what anybody was about. Heads up! Incoming! Taking casualties! Walk out the land! Fire in the hole! Advancing to cover! Laying down covering fire! Just you and me! There she is!
Still kind of goofed on the whole stealth thing. I'm not very sneaky, as I've come to realize, but hey, I'll own up to it. Okay, well, if they were here, then that probably means they're going to be further in as well. Oh wait, don't leave your bottle of bourbon.
The hired guns can finish the sweep down here. We're needed back to base camp. Leave them to it. Roger, we're clear. Copy that.
I see. Heavily armed. Man, okay. Do I risk exposing myself just to get rid of the heavy guys? for next time. Until that armor guy gets close. Set them both on fire. The less armored people I gotta worry about, the better.
Incoming! She's hit! I'm taking fire! Moving into back me up! Focusing fire! You and me! Moving into cover! Taking position! I got her!
No, I was going in for the melee. Note to self, Molotovs don't actually kill anyone. They don't see me.
Let's do a sweep. Someone's here!
Unless they didn't know I was coming already, they do now. But I remember I left quite a few bodies over here. Turned a lot more heavily on the men than I remember, that's for sure. I think I actually remember them saying that there were people coming here, and I made a joke about if the helicopters are already here, then they're here, so that's my fault for forgetting that. Okay, good thing I made sure I had plenty of mushrooms, that's for sure. Oh yeah. Ooh, heavy pistol part. Nice. Did I research these guys? Whoa, wait. Oh no, these are resistance. Definitely not a friendly sight. What's in here? I feel like this is a tomb. Whatever it is, it's got great resources. You know, Lara, if you're gonna light your glow stick, now would probably be the time to do it. Just saying.
We heard of the Prophet's arrival in Constantinople, but we paid it no mind. The great city has always drawn madmen and pretenders to the ear of God. We heard strange tales of miracles of the Prophet, but still we did not seek him out. But then we heard him speak, heard the liquid truth of his words roll across the forum of Constantine. He claimed not to speak for God, claimed that no man could. But his wisdom was plain, and not a one of us in that forum could deny that he spoke the truth. I must know more about him. I must hear him again.
Sounds like this guy is... Oh, he definitely has quite the polish. Ooh, whoa. Did that just affect my vision? Seems a little weird. No, still raining outside. Okay, well...
Security guards came at night.
Okay.
I knew they would. I crossed a line when I killed the tech from Echo Squad. I knew I shouldn't have, but I couldn't help it. Remnant weren't enough. I needed something more. They brought me to the windowless room. I thought I was dead. And then Constantine was there. He took my head in his hands and smiled. He told me he understood. He was like me once. I've sinned, but there could be forgiveness. I have been a blunt instrument, swinging wildly. He told me I could be redeemed. I've got a special skill. I just need sharpening. Trinity can make me a weapon, point me in the right direction. I almost cried and kissed his feet. I will become what I was meant to be. For Trinity, for Constantine.
Wow. I mean, I guess he's not all dicks in a bag, but still dicks in a bag. Okay. More sneaking? Jesus.
So what did he say? It's not his call, but he's gonna put a recommendation in for us both. But then there'll be an initiation ceremony of some sort. So that's it? That's all he can do? Look, some of those guys were on contract for years before Trinity gave them rank. You have to be patient. There's more to it than performance. Like what? There's some sort of oath, and then the ceremony. He said we'd find out soon enough. We're under attack! Let's do a sweep. Watch the bushes. She could be anywhere.
He was supposed to be.
Checking the bushes. Check the bushes. Watch the bushes. She could be anywhere. Checking the bushes. Watch the bushes. She could be anywhere.
Target reacquired.
Moving into cover! Give me suppressing fire, now! She's reloading! Got it!
Here we go.
This fucking illness. It's ruining my body. Now it threatens my mind as well. I keep drifting off. Getting lost in memories. Lost in thoughts of the day Lord Croft died. How the plan had to shift. How I thought we had failed. And before that, my early days with Trinity. Learning the secret histories of the world, learning that it was our duty to save it. And back farther, to childhood. Constantine and I, with only each other to rely on. And then I ripped myself free, back to the present. I've always done what had to be done, and this time will be no different.
Interesting. Oh, grapple. Oop. Ooh, that grapple that is that's not supposed to. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, that's definitely a faster way to travel. Huh? Nope. There we go. There we go. Much better. Probably gonna be more guys.
Elias and I will attempt to reach the far hills, where the old bear lives. Trinity is still clustered below in the old Soviet base. We will wait until the dead of night to go. It is a great risk, but we know a battle is coming. We'll have need of the medicinal herbs that grow in those hills, if we are to survive the coming struggle.
If I read this, there's a good chance the enemy did too. I have no idea. thought I grabbed the last piece. Oops. Well. Didn't this have a... No, there's no increase to the rate of fire on this weapon. That's a shame. What about the submachine gun? I'll get the submachine gun again. Apparently I can still upgrade the bow. So let's go ahead and do that. So I guess we just keep on going. Oh, this storm definitely won't let us go. Where'd he go? I don't play fair with these big bats. Give me your wings. Oh yeah. Because unnecessary violence is unnecessary.
Heads up. We seem to have lost contact with the team sweeping the lower valley. Do you have eyes on them?
Negative. Possible hostiles?
Could just be radio interference, but Constantine's not taking chances.
Yeah, this wire addition to pickaxe is amazing. I love it. Map update. Like that.
For a month, I have gone to the Forum to hear the Prophet speak. I wear robes of the common folk. It would not do for a son of a great house to be seen here. There are rumblings that the patricians and men from the church in the west seek to silence the Prophet. I can only listen and reproduce the great man's words. No man has ever told the truth about God, for no man can ever know. There is more sacred in the heart of a farmer or a soldier than in the hearts of lords and emperors. We are all of us deceived by those that claim to speak on behalf of the Creator. No man speaks for him, for his voice in the sky, the water, and the flow of the world.
Well, two options. You're either a true believer for the Prophet, or he does not like him. Those are my theories. Tell me what you guys think of the comment section below. Whew. Man, I feel badass for this thing, I'm not gonna lie.
So this is really it, huh? They do find the Atlas in there. What's next?
The Atlas is a map. It's supposed to point the way to whatever the natives are protecting out here. The divine source Constantine's after.
That's the part I'm not clear on yet. Whatever his source is, it's gotta be something valuable. But the company men aren't saying much.
Yeah. Look, keep this close to your chest, but I don't think it's money they're after.
You bought into Constantine's speeches about a new world and glory, huh? I thought that was just motivating the troops.
I don't think so. I think he really believes it.
So we took a contract with religious fanatics.
I don't know. Fanatic sort of implies he's wrong, doesn't it?
Don't tell me you believe all this.
Someone does. Trinity has a lot of money in support.
You're looking right at me.
We've got company! Seize hit! We're under fire!
Oh, so much for the stealth, bros. Not what I wanted you to do. Why?
So this is really it, huh? If they do find the Atlas in there, what's next?
The Atlas is a map. It's supposed to point the way to whatever the natives are protecting. What the hell?
Come on, show me your pretty little head. Show me your pretty little head. I gotta make some over there. This is literally the same my life, guys. You have no idea. Where did he body? I did just shoot it. just try to make sure I don't go over my time limit like I did in the last episode. I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. And I promise you guys, I am good at games. I just don't know what's going on. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call it this adventure pretty good end for now. I might record a little later for you guys and get you another episode in just because this is very fun. If you like what it is that I'm doing on my channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. My name has been Arkosuki and Draco. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful adventure, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out.